Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Jason and this is the series where I'm playing chess every day until I get to a rating of 1,500 on chess.com. We started the series at a rating of 1,000 and we're at 1,077 right now. And looks like we're playing with the black pieces today. Let's do c6. We're going to play the Caro-Kann. And I'm playing Nero Vero. Have I played this guy before? No, I haven't. Yesterday I had a very unfortunate loss. I was kind of playing in a rush. I played a 10-0 game, and I was doing much better than my opponent, but then I just gave him mate in 2. So if you guys want to watch an interesting game, I'd recommend you check out yesterday's. It was not an ideal performance. Let's put our bishop out here, and then get ready to push this pawn, opening up our diagonal here. Okay, let's trade. And let's go e6. So now we're opening up the scope for our bishop, and we're strengthening this square. Okay, I think I go knight here. Yeah, I think I go knight to c6. If he takes, I'll just take back. That's fine. But I need to continue development and castle here. Okay, we can't take this pawn because we're pinned. So first, let's develop and get ready to castle. Okay, he's attacking here as well. Okay, so let's see. I can bring the bishop out. I can push this pawn, attacking the bishop. I think the safest route is just to go e7, which I think I might do that. Let's go e7, and then castle, and then we can push this pawn and kick this bishop. So I had a similar position to this, but the difference here is that my king isn't pinned. So I could do this first, actually, hitting the bishop. I could potentially go here, here, and then castle queenside. Let's see, it's a little risky. So I go here, he goes here. I go here, he goes there. Do I have a, then I guess I go like queen here or something. And then I can castle queenside. It's a little risky. I could just play safe, castle kingside here. Let's try it. Let's try it. I'm feeling a little brave. I'm feeling brave today. Let's go for it. So let's attack the bishop first. If he goes to h4, I'll go g5. Oh, never mind. He just trades. Okay, that's okay. So that I don't have to worry about an attack on this side as much anymore. Let's see. I guess I'll just castle kingside actually. I mean, his queen is lined up here, which is unfortunate. I think it's my best move though. It's my safest play. He's pretty secure right now. Okay, now I could go ahead and attack this bishop. He might trade here as well. Then I'll have a... Okay, he doesn't. That's fine. Okay, so we're taking this square away from the knight. If I push this, I'll take this square away as well. Can I take this pawn right now? I think I can. Yeah, this pawn is hanging because he blocked the defense that he has with his rook. So I can take this with the tempo on the queen. And I'm also threatening this pawn at the same time. Oh, actually, no, the bishop's defending it. So I think I take this pawn, right? Let's see. I go here. He has this diagonal. Can't really do much with that. Okay, let's take the d4 pawn. I think that's the right move. We're playing the Caro-Kann and we won the d4 pawn. This is a good sign. We just need to now take advantage of this. Okay, how can we further improve this position? I could go queen to b6, adding another defender to this square, and I'm threatening to take this pawn. So if I go b6, and he goes check, does that accomplish anything? I could take this, and this is still defended twice. So if he takes, I take, he takes, I take, and I'm solid. I kind of like b6. If I go b6, he has a pretty good move where he can go here, actually. Because it defends this pawn and attacks my queen simultaneously. In that case, what do we do then? Let's see. Here, here. I guess I could go here, attacking the knight. He could defend with this. Is that a good queen move? I don't really think so. Maybe I should just bring my rook onto c8 first. Get it on an open file, position my rooks on better squares. I could go e8 or c8 is what I'm thinking. If I go e8, I'm lining up with the queen, so that has potential. If I go c8, I'm just taking my open file. Well, let's go e8, just so we have this threat on the queen down the road, and see if we can try to make something with that. Okay, interesting. He's starting to push the pawns on his queen side. It's very dangerous. I do have a potential move here, where I can go here, move the knight, and I'm pinning the queen to the king. I can win a piece that way. First time I go c8. What's he trying to do with this square, huh? He's trying to storm my king side. Is it too slow to go c8? Do I need to mount a counterattack faster? I wonder. Is this a move? If I push this, he takes, I take, I'm attacking the queen, but then this is hanging. I could go here, threatening. This is actually kind of nice. I can go here with the tempo on the queen. If he takes, I take with the pawn with a discover attack on the queen. And I'll have another defender, another pawn defending my king side. So I kind of like this move, knight to f5. Knight to f5. He takes, I take. It's going to be pretty bad if he takes. I don't think he's going to want to take there. But it's a tempo on the queen. Let's go, I like that. Let's go f5. We also have an attack on this knight now. I could potentially take this and it'll break his pawn structure a little bit. Take, rook here, threatening to win this pawn. It's a lot of interesting paths this can take. Okay, so he decides to trade. So I take this pawn with a discovered attack on the queen. He can potentially take here. If he takes here, I take the queen, he takes my queen, I win his rook. So it's upside for me, even if he tries to take this pawn. He has to first react by moving this queen. Okay. So now if he takes this, I can't take back. I could take this. Okay, so he has 3 attackers on this pawn. It might make sense to push this pawn, attacking the knight, because then I have 2 defenders, and he only has 1 attacker. If I take this, he takes this. Can't take back. This is a check right here. Let's see. Take, check. Okay, a lot of interesting possibilities here. If I go here, he can go here, then go here, threatening the knight. He has this square and this square. If I take the knight right away and he takes the pawn, I can go here with check and then I just won a knight, right? It is a little scary, but let's see. If I go here and he takes back, I can just push this pawn. Well, I can go check first and win this pawn. Well, I can do that now, right? Check and take the pawn with a threat on the knight. I kind of like this. I'm getting the queen off of this file with the rook. So let's see, I go check. He can block with this. Or he can block, or he can just move his king, I guess. And then I can win this pawn. And I'm threatening all these pieces right here. I kind of like queen to b6. Let's do that with check. Attacking the king. Threatening the pawn. I feel like it might be slightly dangerous letting him get this pawn, though. Okay, he moves his king to h1. So now I'm thinking the most obvious move is I can take this pawn, but then I will lose this pawn, but then I win the knight. This is very strong. If I take this, he takes here, I take the knight. He doesn't really have a way to continue. I mean, he's threatening this pawn then, but I mean, I want a knight for it. And my king is still very well defended. And I could defend the pawn with this as well. So let's go ahead and take this pawn. Let's think here. Take. Well, I could take the pawn. He might actually take with the knight. I did not consider that for some reason. So I go here. He takes with the knight. Threatening my bishop. I could take this first. What if I go here? Is that anything? I'm threatening the queen. He can't. He can go to this square. Or this square. Does pushing this pawn still work? Push the pawn. Attack the knight. And if he goes here, if I take this right away, and he takes the pawn, I take the pawn. This is so confusing. How to get the right move order. Let's see, I take, if he just takes, he's threatening this, I take the pawn. If I take, he takes. This pawn is still hanging. Take, take. I don't really have enough ways to defend this. If I do this now, does that work? I kind of want to go rook to d8, defending this square. Rook to d8, take. No, if I go rook to d8, he can still take. I only have one defender. So first I think I have to push this pawn. If I push this pawn, he only has one attacker. So push the pawn. He can go like knight here or knight there. And then in both those cases, I can just move my queen. Okay, let's go d4. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I think it could work. So if he goes here, he does go there. I think I can move my... Okay, so I can take this pawn. And if he takes here, I take and my king is exposed. So it's a little dangerous. I could go here, attacking this, defending this, and attacking this. And then I could line up my rook here. So let's go c6. We're moving really slow, so I need to keep an eye on the clock, as usual. As usual. We're also lining up the queen with the king. So if he takes the bishop here, I'll just take back with my queen instead of breaking my pawn structure. If he doesn't move his knight right now, I'm just going to bring my rook to d8 to add another attacker, solidifying this pawn as well. Okay, he takes it, so we'll take back with the queen. We're still defending this pawn. This pawn is hanging, actually. I just noticed. So he can take that pawn back if he sees that. Yeah, okay. So I can go here, attacking the queen. He has to move the queen. He can't take. And then I can win this pawn. So let's see. I can go here. b8. Yeah, there's no way to trap the queen. He can just go back here, yeah. So let's go b8. And we can win this pawn here. Okay, so I don't think my opponent noticed that my queen is defending this row right here. So we just won a queen. Yeah, he resigned the game. Makes sense. Makes sense. Let's check out the review. We played at an 84. That's not bad. It's not bad. This was pretty normal exchange variation Caro-Kann. We traded some pieces here. Okay, so this moment where I was trying to figure out what the best move was. So both my knights are pinned to my king and queen, respectively. So this was the best move. Okay. So why don't you develop this first? I guess that makes sense, because this move, h6, doesn't really accomplish that much. Kind of just forces him to make a decision, but I could have improved my position first. So we traded. Did not like castling. Should have went up here, huh? Okay. So this pawn was already hanging. Oh yeah, it only has one defender. So I could have taken that right away. But he went back, and then here's when I noticed that the pawn was hanging. So repeatedly the computer keeps telling me to go c8, and I never did for a long time. And yeah, then he hung his queen. Okay. Well, this is a pretty good game. Pretty good game. We saw some tactics. We didn't fumble a lot of pieces. That was pretty good. Game 10 elo. We're at 1,087. We're almost at 1,100, guys. We need to hold the line, win some more games, and we'll get there. Thanks for watching, y'all. God bless. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.